You're looking at Washington. U.S. President Joe Biden is set for a crisis meeting with Democratic governors later today. Biden is facing growing pressure from within his party to drop out of November's election following his shaky performance in last week's debate with Donald Trump. CBC's Richard Madden is watching the developments for us and joins us live from Washington. So, Richard, what can you tell us about these questions and the pressure that the Biden campaign is facing?
Yeah, tremendous pressure. The White House continues to be in crisis mode. President Joe Biden's re-election bid is now seriously being threatened in the aftermath of his disastrous debate performance last week. Now, what Democrats were saying privately just a few days ago are now saying it publicly, and the politics behind the scenes is moving quickly. In fact, this morning, the New York Times is reporting that Biden himself told a key ally that he's weighing whether he should end his campaign if he can't convince Americans he's up to the job. And that prompted more damage control from the White House just moments ago, where they pushed back. Watch.
Look, that is false. There are a number of rumors floating out there. The president is in this race to win it. He is the Democratic nominee. And from our perspective, we're going to continue to do everything we can to make sure that we're building a campaign apparatus to reach voters.
So all this adds more urgency to that high-stakes meeting later today between Biden, several Democratic governors, and top congressional Democrats at the White House for what appears to be a political intervention. Now, they're worried about the president's health, his mental state, and his slumping poll numbers ahead of November's election. They're also surprised and frustrated that Biden didn't reach out to reassure them he's fit to be commander-in-chief. Now, many had been reluctant to publicly call for his ouster, thinking Biden would respond by digging in. But now it appears the dam is breaking. A Democrat from Texas has become the first elected congressman to publicly call for Biden to step aside, and about 24 more House Democrats reportedly feel the same way. Watch.
I salute President Biden. I just feel that it's time for him to step aside if we are to be able to protect what he allowed us to gain in 2020. He delivered us from Trump then. He could be delivering us to Trump this year.
Now, some Democrats are calling for Biden to step down by the end of the week. But ultimately, it's up to Biden to decide whether he stays or goes, and he still has tremendous support within his party. But Biden has reportedly admitted the next few days are critical. He has a sit-down interview with ABC News on Friday and campaign stops in key swing states this holiday weekend. Perhaps his last chance to salvage his campaign by proving to American voters he still has his fastball.
So, Richard, Biden could step down, but what would that actually entail?
Yeah, it would be messy, bottom line. There's no easy option to replace him atop of the ticket because Biden has secured all the party's delegates. But if he were to withdraw, the party would have to open up a leadership contest at this summer's convention for delegates to choose their new candidate. But that doesn't give anyone a lot of time. So some Democrats are already pushing for Vice President Kamala Harris to take the helm, but she appears to be pushing back. Watch.
Look, Joe Biden is our nominee. We beat Trump once, and we're going to beat him again, period.
Are you ready to lead the country if necessary?
I am proud to be Joe Biden's running mate. Thank you.
Thank you.
So proud to be Joe Biden's running mate, for now, perhaps. Now, big money donors are reportedly getting nervous as all this drama plays out because a leadership race would create a divisive, messy, chaotic situation. Not a great scenario for Democrats with November fast approaching. But if you're Donald Trump, you're having a great week. No one could have scripted a better plot twist just 3 short months before Election Day.
Seems like a bit of a mess for Biden either way there, Richard. Yeah. Thanks so much. That's the CBC's Richard Madden in Washington.